I've just returned from visiting my sister for 2 weeks in the perfect climate-controlled 78-degree weather of Southern California. I'm so relaxed, sun-swept, feeling no pain. New York City, on the other hand, is trapped in one of its deep freeze Februaries. I get a call from Grant Wilfley Casting asking me to work on Law and Order SVU. I don't remember who or what I was supposed to be, but I usually work in the squad room when I'm there. In fact, see the desk right in front behind the glass partition? I've sat at that desk many times. However, they're not shooting in their soundstage in northern Bergen, New Jersey, and casting asked me to wear a suit with a skirt. I hate to wear skirts. Now, this casting guy, we'll call him Tom, is new. And I know from firsthand experience, he doesn't understand how things work yet. Like the time he sent me to holding at 7 a.m., which was closed. I was supposed to be standing in at this townhouse on the Upper West Side. Luckily, I showed up early. I managed to flag down a couple of cops in their cruiser that were patrolling the area. I was like, have you guys seen any film trucks around here? They had, and they gave me the approximate location. It was about 15 blocks away. I was able to figure out where set was and made it just in time by the skin of my teeth. Anyway, back to Law and Order SVU. I asked the casting guy, Tom, will this be interior or exterior? Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, thanks. This guy, Tom, is incompetent. I refuse to freeze in a skirt on some windy New York City February sidewalk for some dumb extra job. So instead of a skirt, I bring my best suit, which happens to be a Rodier from Paris that probably retails for $800 that I purchased at a sample sale for $50. As an extra, most times you're required to bring your own wardrobe. And even when you have a fitting, often you bring your own clothes and wardrobe picks out what they want you to wear. Most of the time, wardrobe is wonderful, but they can get testy, and if they choose, can make your life a living hell. They can put you in super high heels with a pointy toe, a size too small. A scratchy wool sweater that causes you to break out in hives, or a suit so small you can barely breathe. You don't want to mess with wardrobe. You don't want to be on their bad side. It's a calculated risk, but I figure wardrobe will be so dazzled by the beauty of this suit that they'll give me a pass. I also pack my long underwear just in case it's exterior. Once in holding, I'm checked in by wardrobe. Did you bring a skirt? No. No, I didn't. Were you asked to bring a skirt? I was. So why didn't you bring a skirt? I figure honesty's the best policy, right? Well, casting didn't know if we'd be working inside or outside, and I didn't want to freeze in case we were outside. Do you own a skirt? I'm being interrogated like I'm a mass murderer at the Nuremberg trials. I'm not sure what to say. I don't want to lie, but I don't want to get casting or me in trouble either. So I lie. No, I don't own a skirt. What size are you? 8. Now, usually wardrobe will just go pull a skirt or whatever else they need if you're not wearing what they want you to wear. I'm a size 8, which is pretty universal. So when my name is called, I expect wardrobe to hand me a skirt in a size 8. But instead, the wardrobe mistress glares at me as she hands me a telephone receiver. Hello? Jill? Oh, it's Tom, the kid who booked me on this job. Yes, you need to go home. Excuse me? I'm sorry. They want you to go home. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. I hope I haven't reflected badly on you. That wasn't my intention. I apologize. Just go home. I hand the telephone back to the wardrobe woman and walk back to holding to gather my things. As I'm putting on my coat, someone asks, "Where do you think you're going?" I've been asked to leave. What? Get out of here. Oh, I'm serious. I take my voucher, which needs to be signed, and hand it to the extremely young and frightfully skinny production assistant in charge of us. I need you to sign my voucher so I can get paid. Oh, sorry, man. No can do. Who talks like that? Sorry, man. No can do. What are you talking about? I'm here. I showed up on time, ready to work. Yeah, but you didn't bring the right stuff. Fine. I'll take it up with SAG. I've learned don't argue with these PA guys. It's a waste of time. They don't have any power anyway. So I leave without a voucher or any proof I've been to set that day. On the way home, all the California joy and sun drains from my face. I'm just another gray-faced New Yorker trudging through the cold with my head bowed and my tail between my legs. This could be really bad. Oh my God, this casting office, they give me most of my work, and now I've blown it. I'll never work again. What am I going to do? You really blew it this time, Jill. No skirt. Really? You're a big fat loser. Now you'll be a big fat homeless loser. You'll never work in this town again. Oh no, this is horrible. As soon as I get home, I call SAG to speak to the rep in charge of SVU. And sure enough, she reassures me you will not be paid for today. Wait, what? I showed up on time, ready to work. That is correct, and you will not be paid. I, I hang up the phone. SAG, you suck. My cell rings. It's Sylvia Faye Casting. Jill, are you available to work tomorrow on Death to Smoochy? It's all exterior, but you'll be able to bundle up as much as you like. They're shooting it as winter season. I figure since I'm never going to work in this town again anyway, I better take what I can get. I'm available. Death to Smoochie is directed by Danny DeVito. It stars Robin Williams as Rainbow Smiley, a corrupt children's television host who takes bribes from parents who want their kids on the show. Williams, aka Rainbow, exposed by the FBI, loses his job and becomes homeless in the process. Sounds like a fun gig, right? It's another one of those ungodly early call times. We're shooting outside in Times Square, and yet another one of those sub-freezing New York City dead of winter days. Our scene has Robin Williams sitting on some kind of, I don't know, large container. He's talking to passersby. That's us. And we've stopped to listen to his musings. It's freezing out here. but at least I'm allowed to dress for the season. We're all bundled up like Eskimos. I've got my hand warmers, toe warmers, and a front row view of Robin Williams doing his Robin Williams improv riff thing that nobody else in the world can do. He's adorable. He's so joyous, so fun to watch. I'm so close, I could touch him, which I never would. He keeps making wisecracks. It almost makes me forget I'm getting frostbite. Let's see. Frostbite, Robin Williams. It's almost worth it to watch this slightly insane man do his incredible thing. We're given a break to go back to holding and get warm. Oh, remember the skinny guy who refused to sign my voucher yesterday at SVU? Well, turns out he's our PA today. He pretends he doesn't recognize me when he hands me my voucher to fill out. After our 20-minute break to get warm is over, we're called back to set. Out of nowhere, this huge guy, I mean huge, 350 pounds, if he's an ounce, huge guy goes off on the PA. He's screaming bloody murder. F you, a-hole. I'm not going back out there. It's effing freezing out there. The PA tries to reason, hey, dude, calm down. The gigantic guy keeps you can kiss my big, fat, lily white. I'm not going back out there, you little piece of shite. He didn't say shite. Go F yourself. I'm so loving this. I am loving this little pissant, once laid back. PA is so flustered. He's actually scared. Okay. Yeah, okay, man. Relax. Relax, man. Chill. Chill, man. Chill. As the rant continues, the rest of us are herded back to our positions around Robin Williams to suffer in the sub-freezing temperatures in silence. I got my hand warmers and toe warmers and layers upon layers of clothing, but it doesn't seem to help. After a few minutes, I'm chilled to the bone. Oh my gosh. We're broken for lunch. Once inside, I see the huge guy, sound asleep, curled up in a booth with his coat over his head. Really? I mean, really, dude? I didn't bring a skirt and got fired. This guy cusses at the PA, threatens bodily harm, and is rewarded by being all nice and toasty, taking a little nap inside while the rest of us freeze to death outside? Huh, I guess I should have threatened the little twerp too. Oh, my cell phone vibrates. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's Grant Wilfley casting. The one I got fired from yesterday. Now they're going to ream me out for being a horrible extra, for not bringing a skirt to set. I can't take it. Haven't I been humiliated enough standing out on the street in below freezing temperatures? I have to deal with my fate sooner or later, so... Hello? Jill. Yes. Oh, hi. Hi. I recognize the voice. It's Tom, the kid who hired and fired me yesterday from SVU. He sounds a little too happy. Yes. We'd like to know if you're available to work on SVU Monday. SVU? Well, I don't think I should, since they fired me yesterday. Yeah, that was a terrible, unfortunate misunderstanding. They called and requested you. What? Yes, One of the ADs was furious when they found out wardrobe sent you home. Okay, sure, I'll go. Oh, and Jill? Yes, wear jeans. Really? Yes, really. You'll be at a correctional facility. Your check-in number is 1. Hmm. Monday morning, at yet again the crack of Heine, I show up on SVU wearing my jeans. Ah, there she is, the wardrobe mistress who fired me and sent me home without pay. We all line up to have our attire checked. When it's my turn, I step forward, daring her to look at me. Jill Dalton, number 1. Now it's my turn to glare. She doesn't look at me. She doesn't look up from her clipboard. She doesn't check my wardrobe. She just checks my number off on the sheet without a word. Revenge is sweet. Like Blanche says in Streetcar, sometimes there's God so quickly. Oh, crazy, I tell you. Crazy, crazy. Thanks for watching, you guys. I am so glad you're here. I so appreciate all your love and support of the channel. And welcome to all the new subscribers. Oh, be sure to like, subscribe. It's free. Hit the notification button. Leave your questions and comments below. It really helps the channel and the algorithm. And I love reading and responding to all your comments. I also want to give a special shout out to everyone who bought me a coffee or a special thanks. So thank you to Kevin K, John McD, JP Page, Karen C, Patty E, and to all my monthly subscribers. Thank you. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Okay, questions for you guys. Have you ever been sent home from a job for some ridiculous reason? Do you think wardrobe was justified, or were they just being petty? So I got a lot of great comments, which I appreciate. So these are such crazy times. So one of the things that I do before I go to sleep that helps me go to sleep is I like to read. Now, trust me, I've been watching my screen up until like about an hour before I go to bed. But I have my computer set so that at 9 o'clock it goes into some blue screen protection thing. But I don't really notice it, maybe a little bit, but now that I've done it, it doesn't bother me at all. And I also have special glasses that I bought that block out the blue from the screen. So I wear those when I'm watching on my computer. A couple of the books that well, the first book I want to tell you about is called A Star is Bored. Yeah. It's by Byron Lane. This guy was Carrie Fisher's personal assistant for 3 years. And he swears that this book is not about Carrie Fisher, but it is. It's totally about Carrie Fisher, him getting that job, their relationship. You can hear her voice in the dialogue, and it's hilarious and very moving. So if you haven't read it, A Star is Bored, I highly recommend it. Another reason why I like this book, I wasn't a personal assistant, but I worked with William Hurt for 3 years. He had a personal assistant. I was more like an advisor, I guess. I helped him work on his scripts. He used to ask me for advice on which projects he should do. I was always like, uh-oh, this is a trap. And Allison, I loved your comments all about William Hurt. I thought they were so funny. And when you talked about watching Body Heat and the effect it had on you, and after I saw that movie, I had a ceiling fan installed above my bed, which I love. It's so fabulous. Okay, what else? Oh, the other book. Okay, the book I'm reading right now is called Not My Type, One Woman versus a President. And this is by E. Jean Carroll. And it is about her two trials against Donald Trump. And this book is hilarious. It talks about, it talks about the clothes that they specifically picked for her to wear while she was in court, because the situation with Trump had happened many years prior. So they had to figure out how she could look. She's now 80. So they had to figure out how to get her to look as close to she did at that time. So they had her dye her hair exactly the same color as she had then, the same bob. She even wore some of the same clothes. She still has them. She still fits into them. And then she bought several things from the Real and also from Zara, because Zara does these great knockoffs of these suits that cost $6,000 and you can get them for really cheap. So she goes into all that. Plus she goes into everything like the attack, but it's done through the testimony and the lawyers, Trump's lawyers questioning her and the jury and the judge. And it's fantastic. What does it say? It's all here. Two dazzling trials, the full tilt, high stakes, the laugh out loud commentary, and the inspiring fact that a woman is never too old to get even. I mean, now he owes her almost $90 million because, of course, he's put it in appeals because that's what he does. But he has to pay, interest is collecting. Oh, so one of the things I wanted to talk about is Governor Newsom, because he is looking so presidential. Newsom has the energy to not only stand up to Trump, but his energy is much stronger than Trump's. I'm just so grateful every time Newsom stands up to him and sues him and calls his bluff and curses him out, which is what he's doing now about the redistricting of Texas. He's like, bring it on, man, because we're going to do the same thing. And we are just going to, this is one of the things that he posted. Donald Taco Trump, as many call him, missed the deadline. California will now draw new, more beautiful maps. They will be historic as they will end the Trump presidency. Dems take back the House. Big press conference this week with powerful Dems and Gavin Newsom, your favorite governor. That will be devastating for MAGA. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Signed, GN. Gotta love that. I love that. All right, what else? Okay, DC. Yikes. Now, DC, there's a couple things going on here. It's a distraction from Epstein because they can't seem to quiet down that story. And I think it's also a test because he's a big bully. And look, crime, he says it's about crime. That is a lie. Crime is way down in DC, but he's trying to scare us because that's what bullies do. And DC is not a state, so it doesn't have protection. It has a mayor. Another reason why DC needs to be made a state, as does Puerto Rico. Oh, when in doubt, if you get down, just watch South Park. It's so great. It's so funny. They sign a $1.5 billion with a B dollar deal with Paramount, who fired Colbert, and then do South Park, which you guys, I just want you to do me a favor. And if you can, watch it because I know you'll love it. All right, you guys. In closing, I would like to say, well, Governor Pritzker would like to say, remember, tyranny requires your fear and your silence and your compliance. Democracy requires your courage. We need to stay strong and call out what's really going on. I just want to thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I will see you again next week. Bye. Mwah.